the
We're here in the Bay Area, the beautiful Bay Bridge spanning from San Francisco to Oakland. We've got basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of the Warriors in Oakland, California. Live on 2K Sports. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So Golden State will get the first possession. And now the New York Knicks starters. They've got a follow. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Galloway in at the point guard position.
You know, when you look at DeMarcus Cousins, he's clearly one of the more talented and also one of the most emotional players in the game. He's also one of the most teed up.
Curry with it. It's Durant on the wing. Pulls up from the corner. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Warriors on D. Now Anthony. The dish now to Afflalo. Here's Porzingis. Kept alive. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
The feed to Green. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love. But I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Follow against Thompson. Now here's Afflalo. Lets the 3 fly, and the shot is good. Galloway has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, some of his contributions on the floor, impressive.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great, that's the way you like to start.
The pass to Afflalo. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Thompson. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Faded away to create the space. Here's Afflalo. Kicks to Galloway. Curry against Afflalo. Feeds to Carmelo. And again, New York with the triple.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Curry attacking. Shot is off. And New York will come the other way. Here's Galloway. Passes to Carmelo. Durant with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
To the inside. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for Aaron Afflalo. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
1:30 left in the first quarter. Here's Curry. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get to the cross half court in time. The Knicks making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Here's Calderon. Pass to O'Quinn. Dishes it to Grant. Here's Seraphin. And the shot is good. Seraphin's got his first points of the game. Pass to Cousins. Shot from 12. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And really, that's what you want every time down the floor. A simple, high-percentage shot.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Calderon dishes to Seraphin.
All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Jaren Grant. The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line. And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
He kicks it to Seraphin. Makes it off the glass. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Curry with the 3, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do right there, Greg, and the timing was right on time.
Before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out.
Well, you don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about, and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And New York looking at who they've got. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then there's Afflalo. Then it's Anthony. And it's Galloway in at the 1 spot. Well, you think about Stephen Curry, and your first thought is he's a remarkable three-point shooter. That's right. But he's not just a long-range threat.
Yeah, I see him as a shot maker, one of the league's top mid-range shooters off the pull-up, too. And he's a creative finisher. Floaters and backspin shots. English, high off the glass. Again, the best shot maker, I think, in the history of the game.
Shot from the wing. Again, Golden State.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Well, Clark, what can you say about the Knicks last season? They had a lot of trouble on their road trips, among other things.
Well, especially on the road. I mean, only managed to get 7 road wins on the season, Kevin.
Galloway, the pass to Afflalo. And the pass to Porzingis. He feeds it to Galloway. Lopez, a screen on Curry. Here's Galloway. That's tipped. Here's Lopez. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And for the Knicks last season, they actually shot decently on the road. They just didn't play any defense. And that's kind of what did them in.
Now here's Durant. Shoots. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. The Knicks have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second.
Well, you know, going back to the Knicks on the road, they just forgot to defend the three-point shot. I mean, they had the worst three-point field goal percentage defense with their opponents making 40% of their threes against them. That was the worst in the league.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's Galloway, guarded by Curry. Passes to Porzingis. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Afflalo. Afflalo's got his first points in this one. Curry kicks to Cousins. And Durant, here we go. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
That's good.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on. That attack.
The Knicks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
And the Knicks making a change here. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Porzingis. Williams comes in for Anthony. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway. Now here's Williams, following the miss by Draymond Green. Williams dishes to Calderon. All alone. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And guys, as remarkable as Steph Curry's offensive game is, I think what's underrated is how he competes on the defensive end of the floor. I mean, not the strongest nor most explosive player, but he continues with activity and plays with tremendous effort.
Grant. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Lopez.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Wasted no time on that one. Green's got 5 now.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Grant kicks to Calderon. Lopez, a screen on Thompson. Calderon for 3. Count that one.
3 points.
Calderon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10. Golden State moving the ball around. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And he gets the bucket. 12 points for Kevin Durant.
Boy, Durant showing us how it's done with that stroke.
Calderon against Thompson. To the wing on the left. And here is Grant. He gets the shot at the very last second.
Goodness.
Woo!
The pressure on him in those circumstances was massive.
Oh, man. What pressure? You guys are over-exaggerating here. I mean, you can't rattle this guy no matter what the situation is.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Warriors lead by 2. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Carmelo, some great help off the bench during this first.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 14 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
Shaq, what'd you think about New York?
The big positive, I think their points in the paint. They were determined to work the ball inside of Ernie. It worked. It's always worked. I got 4 rings. I know it works for a fact. That's why they call me Dr. O'Neal, because I'm a master at being dominant on the inside. Anyway, you got to keep that going, because that will continue to open things up for them on the perimeter.
And that's going to do it for now, as the second half is almost ready to get...
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Curry has been all sorts of trouble for him. He has 14 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Yeah, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Draymond Green. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand. But freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
Now here's Green. The shot no good. Anthony, the pass to Galloway, and Steph Curry with the foul. Here's Galloway. He's covered by Thompson. Anthony with the screen on Durant. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Galloway, and the Knicks hit again from deep. And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Green. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Here's Galloway following the basket by Draymond Green. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Afflalo goes in. Soft touch off the glass. Afflalo's got the lead up to 4 now for the Knicks.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique. Players. I mean, he's kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And so it's New York with it. Here's Galloway. He's got 8. 4 on the shot clock. Lopez. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
Next time. Welcome fans to FIBA World Championships.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
The Warriors trailing. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly.
Here's Anthony, and there are the Knicks with another bucket. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Curry kicks to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's now 9 points for Klay Thompson. Knicks trail by 3. Over to the left wing. Afflalo outside. Releases from 15. Can't get it to go. The Warriors go the other way with it. To the paint. Here's Curry. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
New York's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Now here's Afflalo. He's got 6. Here's Porzingis, and Durant sends it back. And it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for Aaron Afflalo. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway. O'Quinn with it. He dishes it to Anthony. 3 on the clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Green dishes to Curry. Three-pointer. And another three for Golden State.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Now, here's Calderon. 40 seconds left in the third. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And the idea of setting a screen on that play was right, but just poor execution.
Yeah, it just can't be a hard screen at all costs. There is a legality to how you set a screen, so you got to be inside of both lines, legal and hard.
And the basket by Curry.
There's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
And no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Now, here's Grant. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Calderon. Fires from deep. And again, New York with the triple.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Here's Curry with the three. And Cousins kicks to Curry. From deep. Misses. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. The Warriors on top. They're up by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California.
Check it out.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Here's Curry. And New York looking at who they've got. Anthony out there with Williams. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. Then there's a follow. And it's Galloway in at the point guard. Knicks trail by 9. The dish to Afflalo. Unloads. That one wide left.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's Galloway. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Galloway kicks to Anthony. The shot misses. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Goes up. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
I tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
New York calls timeout.
And guys, it's easy to forget sometimes just how young Kevin Durant still is. I mean, last season, he became the second youngest player to get to 15,000 points.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Thanks a lot, Doris. For Durant getting to 15,000 points, the only player, Clark, to do it quicker was LeBron James.
Yeah, and it's even more impressive when you realize that Durant did spend 1 year in college, Kevin. You take a year off his age, and he and LeBron got to that point plateau in virtually the same amount of time.
Here's Curry, and the call will be against Langston Galloway. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Durant for three. That's good. Durant's got 19 points.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And it's good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And that one's good.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Knicks trail by 20. Galloway, the pass to Afflalo. Green against Anthony. To the wing on the left. Here's Galloway. Just 5 to shoot. And Afflalo wide open. He shoots. That's good. And so Galloway with the assist. 9 points for Aaron Afflalo.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And Durant sends it back. Here's Thompson. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Afflalo. There's 1:54 left in the game. Outside Anthony. All sorts of time. Draymond Green with the rebound.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Stephen Curry. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
1:04 left in the fourth quarter. New York's gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight. Here's Anthony. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
There's no doubt about that, fellas. I mean, the more finishes like that he gets, the more his confidence will grow.
And so here is New York after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Back to Afflalo. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
From deep three-point range, Curry can't get it to go.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
And Lopez gets it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Durant, the rim-rattling 2. jam.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Here's Galloway. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. Then it was bombs away.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You're getting jealous. And he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.